Welcome, welcome. Mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, gender. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? What are you rehearsing all day, every day? And the moment you are distracted or you take your attention somewhere else, you come back to the one that you trained yourself to have as a habit. I don't think you understand the beauty in that design. Some would speculate that that's why we were made in the first place. To obey, not to question. But if you look at it, where'd they get their information? But that's another day. Observe the self and observe what you are rehearsing. A beautiful young lady came in last night. And of course, I'm watching her. And I said, you don't even know what you want. She goes, well, I don't know what I want in wine. Because I asked her, is there something I can help you find? She goes, yeah, you can find a husband. And I said to her, well, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? I said, you must define that. But in the defining of what you're looking for, you begin to see the unfolding of your own self. You see your preferences. And if you pay close enough attention, you might see your biases too. Oh. Yes. And I said to her, you know what it is that you're looking for? She's like, well, mostly. And then I asked her, well, what is that you want to become? Well, clearly you want to be a wife, but what kind? Because then that is what will give birth to the man you're looking for. So that when you see him, you'll say, oh my God, what a coincidence. That's what it is. And she was looking for a good Zinfandel, but she didn't want to buy American because, you know, with the tariffs and such and how it is. So she settled on something else. She did. She said, well, I didn't find my Zinfandel, but you told me how to find a man, so we chuckled about that. Turns out we have the same prefix for our names. And I met a Bajan in the grocery store, but that's another story. You see, the reason I say these little incidents that we experience are pieces of the puzzle coming together of our lives based upon what you say that you are. So when you ask the question, well, why would this happen to me? Because it is an experience that corresponds to the very essence of who you say you are. That's why that particular thing happened to you. Because of the essence of what you are. And now they will come for me and say, so you're saying I brought this on? Oh, good morning. Come on, good morning. Yeah, I told you. How apt that he would chime in right there. So you're saying I brought this on myself? Feel the anger of that statement and see that it is devoid of understanding. See it. When you say, oh, I brought this on myself, I would never do that to myself. No, not deliberately. But because we are walking with the pain of it, because we're walking with the anger of it, because we're walking with the injustice of it. That's why it's there. It's not there because I'm trying to be cruel to you and tell you that it's your fault. It's not your fault what happened or what is presently happening. It has nothing to do with fault. Look at that word and feel it. When you feel like it's your fault, how does that feel? It's heavy, isn't it? It's dark, isn't it? It hurts, does it not? So you see that seed? That's the seed you're planting now. Because it's the thing you feel most vociferously. You feel it with such passion. That's the thing you're feeling. That's the thing you are. You are this, that's why you're feeling it. Or else you would not be able to say, I am angry. How would you say I'm angry if you're not feeling the anger? Hello. So when you say I am, that is what you're saying that you are because you feel it. A little bit. You don't have to out-holler me, sugar. You don't have to out-holler your mama. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So pay attention to that. The moment you say, I am, you have fully embodied it. Or else you would not be able to say what you were. You say what you are because you feel it. So what are you feeling? Pay attention to those things. And you will see why the patterns keep repeating over and over in your life. That's why I tell you that the feeling of it's your fault. You see that guilt, that shame. You feel how icky that feels, how it makes you feel. And then you get mad. You see, it is always about you. Look at it without judging it. Stop with the, oh, that's your fault. You're the one to blame. See that? See that? Roll around with that for a minute and tell me how you feel when you're in it. Guilt and blame. You see how it does not feel good? And that now becomes a seed. And remember, we don't hold moods indefinitely. We cannot. There's always an ebb and a flow. But what we do to get around that, if you want to look at it in that fashion, is to make it a habit. And a habit is a thing you will always return to do. Even when you take a break from it for a moment, because you can't sustain it. Even when you take a break from the habit, when you come back, it'll meet you right there again. And so for all intents and purposes, it looks as if you're always in that particular state. It's not that you're always in it. It's that you've made it a habit of being in it. I'm going to say it a little slower. It is not that you're in it permanently, you know. It's just that you've made it a habit to be there. All you've done is made a habit of being there. And you see, sometimes we make habits. Habits are very easily formed. Well, you thought they were more difficult. You're just doing the same thing the same way every time. Habit. And because that's what we do, so naturally, we don't see when we're building them. This is why learning to be deliberate, that's what's important. So that you can make the habit that you know will serve you. That's what you do. You make the habit of success. What does success look like to you? You can't answer that for George. You see, it's always about you. Oh, but that's so selfish and self-centered. Feel that. Feel where that comes from when you say it. When you start to feel where you're coming from by what you express. Wow, it's a powerful place. Because now you can see it. And you don't need anybody. You don't have to go anywhere and ask anybody, what do you think that is? I really don't know why these things keep happening to me. You will see that it emerges out of you. So today, my beautiful friends, take your time to observe. Take your time. That's the purpose of this. Because when you begin to recognize what you are, well, you'll know how you'll act. And right now, most of us are running around acting in particular ways that we have no idea how we got there. I trust that that makes sense to you today. Because when you know yourself, you'll know your own inner voice. You'll know it. You'll know it. And then when you get certain things, because if you and I are walking around and we're projecting, where do those thoughts go that are projected outward? Do you think they just vaporize? No. The one who is not deliberate will be influenced by them, those projections. Oh, oh, you want me to say it again for you? We are always projecting. But the one who does not deliberately project is influenced by the projections of others. See, that will take care of itself so long as you become deliberate. Ponder that one. And why am I telling it to you? Because there are many projections in this world. There are many. Which ones do you want to get up and run with? Deliberately. Well, look at the state of affairs. Look at the state of it. It's a projection. And what we've done is allowed ourselves to be influenced by projections other than our own. I trust that it makes sense to you today. Just start with that one. Just start with the recognition without judgment. Because when you start with the recognition of it, that is 98% of the work. You doubt me, do you? I don't want you to doubt or believe. I want you to observe. Just observe it, and you'll see it for yourself. Well, some would venture to say, but Angela, I told you, confirmation bias. It's confirmation bias, I think. I'm going to give you an opinion now. Confirmation bias is a way to make you doubt yourself. Well, people say, well, if I keep looking for that thing and I say that that's the way it is and I keep seeing it, well, then that's confirmation bias. And I'm like, but you have to see that which you are. So it's not confirmation bias. You have to always see what you are. It is the principle of correspondence. Right? And I read somewhere, because I know a lot of people read Neville Goddard, a lot of people. And he's always, I gotta go back and see which book it's in, but I don't recall him personally saying that maybe I do, you don't trust your senses. Because most people live unwittingly. They don't live deliberately. If you live deliberately, you will trust your senses because you know that you put it there. But if you're living unwittingly, you doubt your senses. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Am I hearing what I'm hearing for real? If you do it deliberately, you don't have to ask that question. Oh, if you do it deliberately, you do not have to ask that question because your senses will confirm for you what you have set out to do. Look at the time. Your senses will confirm for you what you have deliberately set out to do. So the senses are required. You must pay attention to them because they show you where you presently are so that you can correct or carry on depending on what you see. But only people who practice techniques do that. You got to ignore the 3D. You cannot ignore it. It is the very evidence of what you have within yourself. You use it to correct the self. If you say, I'm going to start walking into rooms confidently, what does confidence look like? Firm handshake, eye contact, listening attentively. Those are some of the things that confidence looks like. So if you say you're going to walk into a room and be confident, but you walk into that room and you find that you're looking down at your feet and you're shuffling, hello, look at what you're doing. It is showing you what you are, which is not confident. And it's holding it into your face and pushing it up your nose and saying, smell it. Is that what you want? Did you not say you wanted to be confident? Well, then act as if you are confident. Because the more you act as if, you make that as if a habit. And then you continually do it. So confidence is a habit. You did it the same way every time. So you must use the 3D. Because the 3D is always going to show you. It will always correspond. As within, so without. Ah, Sugar Visions, I see you here in these YouTube streets. Liza, darling, I see you too. There's somebody else there in these YouTube streets or Facebook streets, but they haven't said who they are. But I see you anyway, and I acknowledge you, and I say, hey, how y'all doing? I know Tiffany had to go. She was here on Twitter. Who's with us on Fanbase this morning? Oracle Treehouse. One Keenan, I see you. Summer Rose, I see you. Ray Ray. KZ, I see you. I missed you yesterday. Oh, yes. Sir Real. Oh, Ricky, I see you. Burnt Skillet, I see you too. I have not seen Miss McQueen yet. I have not seen her. Dua was also here this morning. Ricky, I know, right? Matrix is something else. Dr. UR was in the house? What? Ow. Wow. I see you, Dr. UR. So this morning, as you go forth into the world on this glorious Thursday, see, when Scripture says, all things work together for good for those that love the Lord. Scripture says that. But do you understand what it means by way of law? You see, the senses, if you are unwittingly living in it, can be a snare, a trap. Because you get caught up in your feelings and you think that that's all there is. But if you use your senses deliberately, you'll know who and what you are at all times. Yes, that's the point. And remember, it is always about you. Go through this day and simply observe. Observe. And when you catch yourself wanting to judge, catch it. Say, whoa. If I throw this in the mix, that's going to muddy the waters and then I won't see for sure. Let me practice being level-headed. So, my beautiful friends, take your time and observe. And when judgment arises, feel it. Just feel it. And say, oh, I am judging this, aren't I? Yikes. What principle can I filter it through? Ponder. Just ponder that without judgment. And you will find, once you start doing that, you're going to start feeling a little lighter. I am looking forward to your DMs about this. I really am. How beautiful. Anywho, don't let me keep you, guys. Don't let me prattle on. I'll go and feed my babies before he starts hollering at me again, talking about, feed me, mama. But remember, it is about you. Always. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2. And you know I'll see you here tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. I don't know what we'll talk about tomorrow, but you can bet your bottom dollar it's got something to do with the principles and how one should apply them. So here's your test for yourself to make sure. How does it make you feel? Yes. Go forth and know that I love you. Technically, I'm a stranger, but it is me. And I do love you. And I do want the best for your lives. Yes. I do. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You show up every morning, and sometimes I know it's really early for y'all. Shoot, it's early for me too. But here we are. And for that, I am grateful that you've chosen to spend this time with me and a little bit. Yeah. Peace out, everybody.